You might feel like life has taken everything and left you standing in the ruins, brother. But the man you can become after you fall can be stronger than anything you've ever imagined. If you've been knocked flat by divorce, betrayal, or a major setback, and you're tempted to shut down, go silent, and disappear, this video is for you. In this video, you're going to get one way to calm your brain at night, one way to start rebuilding on purpose again, one boundary that protects your peace and makes your life less chaotic this week. I've been in that dark room, braced for a hit that could come at any moment, wondering how I'd find my footing again. There's a way through it, and you don't have to do it alone. Maybe your house is quiet now in a way that hurts, and you hear every small sound in the silence. You're stressed about money, about court schedules, about whether your kids still see you as steady and safe. You wake up tired and wired at the same time and not sure of what comes next. You're not weak for feeling this way, man. You're human. And in this story, you're the hero. My role is just a guide, a brother a couple miles down the road who's walked through his own fire, learned from it, and came back with a map. Walk through this fire, use this first principle. Stop treating uncertainty like proof that you're failing. After divorce or a big fall, your brain hates the unknown. It tries to fill every gap with fear, worst case scenarios, and late night what ifs. Uncertainty doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're rebuilding something new, something you haven't lived yet. Tonight, when your brain starts spinning, grab a notebook and write down everything you're worried about. Then, next to each thing, write which part you cannot control. Finally, for each one, write one small tangible action you can take tomorrow. That might be making a phone call, sending one email, checking one bill, or planning one conversation. You're teaching your nervous system here. You're saying, I'm safe enough to focus on what I can control. And that's how you start building calm through clarity instead of letting fear run your night. Second principle to walk through this fire. Stop waiting for life to settle and build yourself on purpose now. Most men tell themselves, once the court case is over, once the money stabilizes, once I'm in a new place or new relationship, then and only then will I be able to work on myself. But life rarely settles. Something is always moving. A bill, a text from your ex, a mood swing, a new curveball. Life happens. So your power move here is to stop waiting and to start rebuilding in the middle of this mess. That can look like a lot of things. Booking one therapy or coaching session, trying to stop carrying this all alone, moving your body every day, even if it's just for 15 minutes, or learning something new that stretches you, like a skill, a course, or a new hobby. Give yourself a simple rule this week. Every day, do one thing for your body, one thing for your mind, and one thing for the future you. For your body, maybe it's a walk, a workout, stretching, or even a cold shower. For your mind, it could be journaling, 5 minutes, reading 5 pages, or sitting in silence for 5 focused minutes. For your future, send one important message, apply for one opportunity, or take one small step towards a financial or personal goal. You're stacking proof here, proof that you can trust yourself again. And that's how real confidence is rebuilt, through consistent action, not through perfect circumstances. Third principle to walk through this fire, you're not just surviving, you're rebuilding the man who walks into the next chapter. Imagine yourself in 3 to 5 years from now, steady, grounded, good with money, connected to your kids, maybe even in a healthier relationship, or solid and fulfilled on your own. That man exists as a possibility, but he doesn't show up by accident. Ask yourself, how does that future you wake up? What time does he get out of bed? What's the first thing he does? How does he talk to his kids? Short, distracted replies or present and calm? What does he eat and drink most days? How does he handle texts from his ex or stressful situations? What is his non-negotiable boundaries with his phone, his vices, and his time? Your job is to borrow one habit from that future version of you and do it today. Start off by writing it down and circling it. Maybe there's no alcohol on weeknights. Wake up 30 minutes earlier than you did yesterday. 10 minutes of time on the floor with your kids. Or no texting my ex back after 8 p.m. That's how you collapse the distance between who you've been and who you're becoming, one borrowed habit at a time. Now, let's talk about a boundary you can use this week, something incredibly practical. Create a nightly no drama window of 60 to 90 minutes, maybe from 8 p.m. to 9:30. During that window, you don't open messages from your ex. You don't read court documents, and you do not doom scroll old photos or social media feeds that rip the scab off again. If a non-emergency message comes in at that time, it waits until the next day. And when you see it, you say to yourself, or even type this out, I'll respond to this tomorrow. I don't make decisions or have heavy conversations at night anymore. By doing this, you're training your brain and your body. There's at least one part of the day where we are safe. You start to create a pocket of peace in your day, a small island where your nervous system gets to breathe. Over time, that window becomes a signal. This is where we rest. This is where we reset. That's a boundary that protects the man you're rebuilding, not just the man you've been. You don't have to do this alone, brother. If any part of this hits home, if you're fallen and you're ready to fight your way back, drop a comment below and just right here. You don't have to unload your whole story unless you want to. Just by writing here, you're reminding yourself and other men that you're in the arena, not on the sidelines. And starting January 2026, there's a weekly webinar created specifically for men rebuilding after divorce or major setbacks, men dealing with finances, routines, co-parenting, relationships, and identity all at once. Each week, you'll get practical tools like the ones in this video applied in real time with other men who actually get what you're going through. Use the link in the description to register for the weekly webinar and grab your spot today. If this message hit home, watch the next video called How to Rebuild Your Confidence After Divorce, because that's where you'll learn how to turn this mindset shift into a simple step-by-step rebuild plan for your money, your routines, and your relationships. Your comeback doesn't start when everything is fixed. Your comeback starts the moment you decide to show up in the fire on purpose.